Odunaro Oluwadamilare Ayodeji is the creative director of GBLagos Art and Fashion brand. He has a background in mechanical engineering but took interest in collecting artworks and creating bespoke fashion handmade pieces. Damilare says GBLagos was founded to bridge the gap between the local artisans and creatives who produce amazing pieces to the world. Their purpose is to empower and create a stream of income for the average man or woman who has no luck in securing a job. They equip them with adequate training on how to create beautiful handmade craft and would give them a long-term financial independence.
My name is Damilare Odunaro. I'm the creative director and co-founder of GBLagos. So GBLagos is essentially a lifestyle brand that is into fashion and art. We design and produce fashion garments ready to wear and bespoke for both men and women. And we also have an art arm that is into production, collection, and retail and wholesale of artworks, crafts, basically arts. So it's basically a brand that's into art and fashion and lifestyle. So you can find interior design under that. You can find ready-to-wear fashion. You can find bespoke tailoring under that umbrella. So that's essentially who I am and what I do, basically. Yeah. So basically, I studied mechanical engineering in Yaba College of Technology. But I've been practicing as a fashion designer before then. I started doing fashion designing since like 2009, as soon as I got out of secondary school. And the art side essentially started when I met my partner. GBLagos is founded with a partner, my brother and my wife now. So my wife, when I met my wife, she was born into a family of art. Mother has collected and sold art for years, so she, in a sense, brought me into the scene, and I've always been an art lover. So as soon as I got introduced into it, I was like, we have to make a business out of this, because we saw that there was a gap. We noticed that a lot of people were looking for artworks, locally handmade products that could be given to people as gifts and souvenirs. And it's available, but people don't even have access to it. So we saw an opportunity to make a business out of it, and we're able to do that. So that's basically how I found myself in art. I've been into art officially for about 5 years now. Officially for about 5 years. I would say they are intertwined, because if you look at it, fashion is essentially art as well. It's a creative process. So I would say both of them equally. I'm a father of 2 children, so I have to love my 2 children equally. So yes, I would say I enjoy both of them equally. Fashion is art as well, so they're all under the same umbrella, so I enjoy both of them equally. It's been an amazing journey, to be honest, because I started at a very young age. I started my entrepreneurship journey, I think I was 15. I started by trading. I used to be a personal shopper, so I used to sell wristwatches. I essentially started by trading. So it's something that I started at a young age, and I was exposed to a lot at my early days. So there's barely anything that would surprise me at this point. So it's been a wavy journey, I would say that, but it's been fun all along. So I'm not one to always talk about challenges of this business, but because everybody in Nigeria will want to blame the government. Yeah, I blame the government too, because the government has a large part to play. Our business, in a sense, is under tourism as well. And I feel like the government does not promote tourism in Nigeria at all. I don't even want to say well enough, because there are so many tourist attractions that the government could revive, but lack of proper maintenance from the government is one. So tourism in Nigeria is not being as, there's so much potential that is being overlooked. Also, another challenge is exports. So we sell artworks here for as low as 1,000 naira, and people essentially buy people essentially buy artworks and they want to travel with it, but you find out that when they get to the airport, they're either being extorted by custom officers or immigration officers telling them that they are traveling with illegal items, which doesn't make sense. Like, how do you encourage tourists and foreigners to buy these things when you're going to disturb them at the airport? So I feel like the government has a large part to play in terms of sensitizing the people that are in such positions. People should be able to travel with these things easily. So it discourages customers in some cases, because they're always like, oh, when I get to the airport, they will tell me to pay, which is really unfair. So I really hope the government can do something about that. Prospects in the line of our business. Almost everybody owns an apartment, or lives in one. So prospect is the opportunity to be able to decorate a client's space. Another prospect is so commercial spaces, let's say hotels, offices, being given the opportunity to install arts, because our niche is Afrocentric. So we try to push African art in terms of fashion and artworks, like physical artworks, like paintings and sculptures. So what we would term as a prospect is being given the opportunity to design a space, being given the opportunity to style a client with African accessories, and we are also open to business opportunities outside Nigeria. We are currently looking for partners, people that are interested in selling African art outside Nigeria. We are looking for people that are willing to take us as partners. We can do the supply and they can retail at whatever price they want. Yes, I strongly believe that Nigerians have come to accept art, because I would say this: when we started the business in 2017, most of our customers were expatriates or tourists, and COVID happened in 2020, and people have not really been coming into the country since then. It's not as the traffic is not as much as what it used to be in 2017, 2018, and we are still surviving after COVID, and this is because a lot of Nigerians have actually become our customers. So we have a higher percentage of Nigerians as customers, and they are not just buying accessories, they are not just buying jewelry, they are buying actual artworks, because I think people are now more exposed. Because one of the challenges we used to have before was people see artworks and be like, oh, this is juju, I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim, my religion doesn't permit me to have things like this in my house. What if the spirit comes out of it? People understand now that these are handmade items and there is no spirits living in them. So yes, Nigerians are fully in support of what we do. What's most interesting for me as a collector is the fact that I'm able to meet people from all walks of life. So my partner and I, we travel across Africa collecting art. So we've been to East Africa, we've toured West Africa, South Africa as well. So in doing this, we actually get to go to areas where you would usually not find regular people. Like going to slums, and you find that people are making amazing works of art. It's an amazing experience for me, trust me. If you check on my Instagram page, you'll probably see some videos of where we went to some locations to look at people when they make these things. The process of producing them is actually amazing, and we get to see artists that are at the top of their career. We get to see artists that are just starting out, and to be a part of that journey is actually an amazing experience for us. So my advice for anyone into arts, be it a creative, an artist, or a collector, or anybody that just finds themselves into arts, is don't give up, because art is not food. You find out that anybody that is into food or something that is consumable that people need, art is actually not an essential need of life. So you don't expect to make sales every day. So there is a need for you to just persevere and keep pushing. Eventually it will pay off. That's my advice. Even for me, I'm still looking for that I'm still looking for that payday. I know it's definitely going to happen. So I'm strong in faith, and I believe that one day it's going to happen. So for anyone that's out there that's into art, and you are almost giving up, I would advise you, please don't. Keep pushing. If you need to create another side hustle to generate income for you, you can do that, but don't ever leave art.